The title for today's reflection is, Where Do You Hide from Your Troubles? Our Bible verse for reflection today comes from the Psalm 91. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Here is today's reflection. When we experience difficult times, we often hear people say that things are going to be all right, and maybe they will, just not at the moment, not yet. And though we want to show the world we still have some sliver of hope, some strength remaining, we just want some time away. For there is a time to rest, isn't it? It isn't always daylight, and the season doesn't always fall into spring. I hope you remember that you always have a place to hide, away from the noise of the world, away from all that dares to wound your heart. You can always hide within the merciful heart of God. Here is a poem for today's reflection. When it's night. When life just feels so dreary, and the world, so dark and sad, and the load you bear is so heavy, and you're just bruised and broken bad. Take heart and rest a while, and if your heart is broken, you can cry. No one ever said we must always smile, no one ever said there'd be no night. For there are times of joy and times of trouble, there are days when you just feel so tired. You have tried and tried and tried, you did all you could with all your might. Take heart and give yourself some time, give yourself some space to hide. No one ever said we must always toil, no one ever said we must always shine. Let us end today's reflection with this prayer. Dear Jesus, the world is so noisy and frightful. Wherever I look, all I see is trouble and pain. I don't know when everything will be well again. I don't know when I could see the light again. Let me hide under the shadow of your wings. Shelter me from the raging storm. At your side, I feel safe and warm. With you, O Lord, I never feel alone. You are my rock and my fortress. In you alone I find assurance and peace. Thank you for always being there for me. Let me never leave you all my days, and take me with you in heaven where I can praise your holy name forever. Amen.